Now over to our State House. Lawmakers have finally adopted a state budget. Keep in mind, though, this comes 1 month, or actually a month and a half after that budget was supposed to go into effect.
Our Josie Frost joins us now from the State House with a breakdown of what happened today. Josie.
After weeks of negotiations on hundreds of millions of dollars worth of earmarks versus a property tax cut for seniors, lawmakers on Tuesday finally passed a budget deal. But the original agreement that would have allowed lawmakers to set aside earmarks into a separate funding bill has fallen apart, and both chambers shared some heated words during the debate.
And I found that a bit disheartening that the greed of the House for pork and special projects was able to block that.
Lawmakers in both chambers threw jabs at each other on Tuesday, returning to finally pass a state budget. Lawmakers were locked in a stalemate for weeks, delaying the state budget after the start of the fiscal year by over a month.
We had a discussion about the Senate wanting the ratio of Senate projects and House projects to be more in line because their senators had their feelings hurt or their egos cringed as a result of the things that we did for our constituents being more than what they did for their constituents.
The House and Senate combined had more than $400 million of earmarks, but the Senate wanted to cut those down and put money towards expanding the homestead exemption, a property tax cut for seniors. The final budget included a smaller version of that tax cut and removed all of the earmarks altogether. Both chambers approved that budget, but supporters of earmarks say they were losing vital local projects.
Shame on you. I don't care what party you belong to. 2 of the 3 are Republicans. Shame on you.
The budget also includes a 2% raise for state employees and teacher raises, putting starting pay above $50,000. It has money for infrastructure, including $175 million for county transportation committees and $22 million for water and sewer projects. Lawmakers originally planned to allow a separate committee to go through and look at each individual earmark for a separate funding bill, but Senate negotiators said they could not agree with the House's amount of earmarks and no longer think that they could come to a compromise on them.
The House knows what they need to do to adjust their budget line down to get it under $200 million, and they haven't done that yet, which was our agreement. We negotiated in good faith to try and put the projects in the original.
Now, the budget still has to be approved by the governor, who has the power to individually veto any item he wants. Reporting at the State House, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.
All right, Josie, thank you so much. Lawmakers still have the power to come back and approve a second bill funding the earmarks if they change their mind, but it would have to happen before November when new members are elected.